Hi, I'm Upasana. I'm the artist who created all the mural work at Kala Sangam at St Peter's House, and I'm here to just tell you a little bit more about it. So I did a lot of what we now know as henna designs, things that you might see on people's hands, and I just splashed some colour on it. I wanted to get a riot of colour on those walls. Dr. Geeta said, I have an art centre in Bradford and I think that this could look really good on those walls. She invited me to come and see the space. She went, yep, so I can see your work in all of its colour coming all the way up the building. And I submitted my proposal and it got accepted. And I just remember thinking, wow. And I remember coming to Bradford every morning at 6 a.m, seeing Ifti and working till about 3-4 p.m. And it was brilliant. It was one of the best experiences of my life, and it lasted 3 months. And I had, as you'd expect as an artist, I had many comments through the creation of the artwork. Some people loved it, some people hated it. And one thing I'm really proud of is that everyone who walked through Kala Sangam at St Peter's House was greeted by it, and they've got their own story with it. It snaked up the building. It went from bud to full bloom. It told a story and it represented a lot of people who walk the streets of Bradford. And I'm just proud that I was part of that journey, really. Here's a very young me actually creating the mural, and this is in the main foyer area. And what this represents is, even though it's a paisley, just putting a circle on the end and then elongating that, it turned into a bird. But the colours and the flowers, it's nature, but it's also man-made. And I think that's where my work really tells a story. I remember the colours having to blend and then putting the gold applique on so you get that kind of richness through it. Here's Dr. Geeta standing in front of the entranceway of Kala Sangam when you walk into that main foyer, with a very famous quote that she actually picked out. And then we've got a picture here of the space. You'd have the artwork and it would always frame the people around it. They're having a conversation about another artist, but it's there to contrast, it's there to tell a story of its own of what Kala Sangam was. So that's me and my archive of Kala Sangam.